Slow down and do it my way.
Hey guys, welcome to my first vlog. If you like that edit, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and hopefully you'll see more. So for this vlog, I kind of want it to be like an introductory vlog about like who I am, what I'm doing, and I'll probably be showing you a little bit about my BRZ and maybe telling you about the parts that I have on it. A lot of you guys are asking what camera I'm using. I'm using the Sony a6300. Came with the kit lens. This kit lens is actually really good, but I actually decided to buy a Sigma 30mm like right off the bat, just because I wanted a more shallow depth of field with this lens, and it's probably the best bang for your buck. So if you guys are in the market for your first lens for your Sony camera, I definitely recommend the Sigma 30mm f1.4. Shout out to Ben, by the way. Ben has been an amazing mentor to me. He actually gave me the push that I needed to get into photography and filmmaking. We have the stabilizer right over here. So Ben let me borrow the stabilizer. I used it in that last video. It's called the E Morden, and this thing's actually really hard to use. I noticed that it's very sensitive to movement, so you have to kind of be like very, I guess you say, steady, which I'm not steady at all. But thank you, Ben, again. I'm gonna try to get better at using this, but I'm really thinking about picking up a gimbal soon, or a Ronin. Probably a gimbal just because they're a little bit cheaper. So keep in mind, I picked up this camera maybe a month ago, and I started to learn how to use it through Ben. I've been focusing a lot on trying to increase the quality of the content that I put into these videos, because I don't want my videos to be like a boring video where I'm just talking the whole time. I want it to be entertaining. So a little about myself. My name is Kaz. If you don't already know, you've probably seen me in a lot of the Eliminate videos. Randy has also been a great mentor to me. He told me that I should start vlogging just because people are into, you know, my everyday life, or they want to know what I'm doing. And I guess, you know, I'm gonna try it out. And if you guys like it, be sure to leave a comment below. My vlogs are not always gonna be at the Eliminate house. I mean, I will be there and I will film some things at times. I want to show you guys my perspective and what I do with my life. So a lot of you guys have been saying, oh, why aren't you with the crew, or how come you're not in the videos anymore? It's because, I don't know, I'm busy doing my own thing. I'm balancing school, work, photography, a girlfriend, and so much more. I'm currently going to school at San Jose State University as a business marketing major. I used to work at 2 different restaurants, but I decided to quit one to focus more on school and maybe pursue this whole photography and filmmaking thing. And I also work at System Motorsports for Thompson. Thompson is also really smart, and he's taught me so many things about businesses and what I need to know about how to run a business. And if you guys ever need any parts, hit me up. Any work wheels, rays, airlift suspension, all that good stuff. Enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and get this day started, and I'll take you guys around with me today and show you what I'm gonna do and what my life is like. So check that out. a warm day in San Jose. I think it's like high 80s right now. Probably not the best day to wash your car, but I'm gonna wash it anyway. There is my BRZ. This thing has kind of been neglected. This broken lip, yeah, I can ride kind of low, so I'll fix that before my photo shoot. I'm actually doing a photo shoot next week with Dim Sum Productions and Official Rare Breed, so I'll have that footage up on my Instagram. Make sure to check it out and stay tuned. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. Know how to do the custom loading screen on your BRZ. It's really simple. I mean, pretty much all you gotta do is take out the SD card, put in your own SD card with the photo that you want, and you just want to make sure that it's the correct ratio for this screen. Pretty much put it in, load it up, and take it out, put the GPS card back in, and then you'll have a new loading screen for your car. Alright, where's my car wash? Oh, there it is. If you guys still don't know what car wash you use, just go to your local Asian market and pick up this Korean barbecue sauce marinade. Can't go wrong, this will make your car extra saucy. Alright, got my car wash for the extra sauce. Go ahead and put this in. You want to use just a little bit because you don't want your car to be too salty, you know what I mean? Ah, that's perfect. Alright. And if you guys don't do the two bucket method, I highly recommend this. Otherwise your car is going to have a whole bunch of swirls like mine. And you know, you don't want that. So 2 buckets, 1 rinse, 1 wash. Keep all the dirt out and you know, take care of your paint. Alright, so I want to show you guys something. So once you go past a certain amount of camber, you start to get these puddles in your dish. I mean, this is actually really annoying when you're trying to dry your wheels and there's just a puddle of water like in the dish. Like, come on now, like that's just more work. But actually, a buddy of mine told me that he used his air filler from his compressor to dry off the wheels, which is actually really smart, and I might try that today. So let's see how that works out. Alright. Sorry, don't mind my dirty trunk. So I keep an air filler right under here. Out real quick, and I actually had the port sticking out from the back, which is actually a little inconvenient, but I mean it's still worth it to have a air filler hooked up to your tank. It's actually really useful. A lot of friends need it, and I mean I use it all the time. I mean, if you're running stretch tires, probably a good idea to keep your pressure up, just because you don't want them debeating, and my friends' tires always debeat. That's because they don't have one of these. So let's get this thing hooked up. Got the tire filler hooked up. Let's turn my car on. And get that one cycle. And see if this works. I feel like that's gonna take forever. You know what? I'll just stick to the old-fashioned way. Good old microfiber towel. Can't go wrong. Make sure you always use microfibers. And let's dry this thing up. Alright guys, my car is all clean now. It's hot as hell. And yeah, I mean, she's looking good, as you can see. Wheels looking shiny as ever. And there's actually a last thing I want to do. I'm actually going to take off this eliminate banner, because Randy, I can show you here, when he put on this banner, he forgot to take out a sticker, and like that really bothers me, because I look at this every single day. And yeah, everyone even said, oh yeah, Kaz is gonna take off the banner after Spokehom.
Kaz, you're hella fake. You're never gonna keep it up.
Guess what? It's 2 weeks after Spokehom and I didn't take off the banner yet. But I think Randy's gonna get me a new one, so no hard feelings, Randy. I mean, of course, gotta support the homie Severe Sky. He's hooking it up with free stickers all the time. And it's just awesome designs, man. If you're an anime fan, definitely hop on this. I've had this for a while. It's the Fitment Though sticker. If you're running Fitment like mine, kind of like poking out aggressive. In the rears here, you can kind of see that fitment. If you ride low, you're gonna bang up your quarter panels like I have already. It kind of has like a indent here. I'm not too sure if you can see that, but I think this sticker is pretty cool. I mean, it's not that big. Kind of put it there just to block that ugliness. Right here. Or, sorry, how do you think? Damn, that fitment though. I guess I'll talk about my car a little bit now. So I do have a 2013 BRZ. It is a limited trim. It comes in, I believe it's Raven Black or something like that. I'm actually not too sure. But I bought the car with about 42,000 miles for 17K. Wheels is probably the most frequently asked question I get. What specs are your wheels, bro? Or specs, bro? And I usually don't reply to these comments or questions on social media, but I guess now's your lucky day. So these Workmeisters S1 3-piece are 18 by 9.5 in the front minus 1, and 18 by 10 plus 5 in the rears. The reason why I went with a stagger is because the fronts actually don't really allow that wide of a wheel. And I mean, with the rears, you can go however wide you like. Suspension wise, to get these wheels fitted, I have almost every arm you can think of. In the fronts, I have the Racer X lower control arms, along with outer tie rod ends, Racer X as well, and white line camera bolts. I actually slotted the top hole of the lower mount so I can achieve more camber by pulling it in from the top instead of using the lower control arms to push it out. Just because if you're gonna use the lower control arms to push the wheel out, you're gonna actually need more camber to clear the wheel versus pulling it in from the top. And that's actually a really important thing to know when you're trying to fit wider wheels. Same applies to the rear. In the rears I have a PBM lower control arms, Racer X upper control arms, Racer X tie rods, and I think that's about it. The only thing I don't have would be the traction arm or trailing arm. But if you're running air like I am, I definitely recommend getting something other than PBM lower control arms, just because the PBMs have a bend that actually drops your car. I think it's like 20 millimeters or something like that, depending on which hole you mount it to. But I really can't air up that much in the rear, so I'm probably gonna have to switch those out very soon. These new wheels, initially I only had the lower control arms and tie rods, of course. It pushed out the bottom so much that I was probably running close to like -12, -13 or something like that, even more maybe. So I had to actually wait until I got the upper control arms, just because if you're pushing out the wheel in the rears, if you're pushing out the wheels from the bottom in the rear, it's going to mess up the suspension geometry so much that your axles are going to be like at an angle, which is really bad, because pretty quickly you're probably going to snap an axle or they're going to pop out. So which is why I decided to go with the Racer X upper control arms, because pulling the hub from the top, it doesn't mess with the geometry as much, and you don't need as much camber to clear the wheels, like I mentioned before. This was an issue that kind of held me back from putting on the wheels, because I had to wait for those upper control arms for maybe like 2 months, almost 2 months. That was after waiting for the wheels for like half a year or something like that. And it just took a really long time to get this set up on the car. But, I mean, after putting it on, it's actually really quite satisfying to look at. The fitment is exactly where I want it to be. I mean, almost sandwich fitment, but I'm pretty content with it. As far as performance, my car is all stock. I mean, I'm mainly show guy, and ideally this car, I don't really need the power. I mean, it'd be nice to have the power, but performance sometimes can be high maintenance, and Christian actually has a video dedicated to speaking about stance versus performance, and I would really like to do it, but it's not practical right now in the situation I'm in. So, you know, just enjoy the stance life and be low and look cool, style over everything, you know. I'm now at my girlfriend's house. We are about to make some spring rolls. If you're Vietnamese and you don't know about that, you should hop on that shit. Putting in work, you know, picking my herbs. Thanks, babe. What's up, Casper? Hello. Alright guys, that's gonna end it for today's vlog. Thank you for watching until the end. I apologize again if some parts were a little wordy. I was trying to pass on information about my car and how I got my setup to be fitted the way it is to other FRS and BRZ owners. As far as the homies go, all the information will be down below. All the YouTube channels, all the Instagrams, all the apparel pages will be listed. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. So if you really like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.